Okay. So we're going to do a bit of Witcher. I have already completed the game as a run through. Really enjoyed it. Recommended by Josie, who loves
Highly
it.
recommended.
More sort of beaten around the head until I played it. Yeah, but no, good game. Really enjoyed it. Like the gameplay. And we are now on
Hearts of Stone.
Hearts of Stone, which is one of the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
But I got the Game of the Year version, so it comes with all of them, which is why we're playing it through. And I am at a point where I've just met the man who is basically a genie or Rumpelstiltskin type character, and I have been set 3 challenges. So we're going to go and first of all remind us of what the challenges were, because I've forgotten. Something to do with the brother who's dead.
Oh, you know he's dead.
Yeah. And something to do with a house. So we'll skip this because I always skip this bit, and we'll see where we're at. Yeah, I will point out that I am one of the most distracted players in the world. And I will go on every little side quest, and I will play every game of Gwent, and I will loot constantly, which Josie finds infuriating.
Not infuriating. I loot too. You will do everything to avoid the main story and then be incredibly over-leveled when it comes to the boss fights.
I am an old school gamer, and if you didn't look for stuff, you missed out on a lot. So it's in my blood, and I can't stop.
But these boss fights are tricky in this one, so you probably do need to be high level.
Yeah, but you thought like all the other ones were tricky too. Basically, I spent this game telling Josie that a boss had killed me, and then 2 minutes later telling her I'd killed the boss, and her going, "What?" But it is because I'm ridiculously over-leveled for everything. And very rich, and that's what comes from excessive looting.
Even after paying the rune right.
Yeah, paid the rune right. I've got all of my great armour, as in every single set. Yeah, being rich in games is good, and it comes from excessive looting. Okay, so don't ever let anyone tell you not to loot.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Just before this moment.
Yeah.
Did you fight Olgierd von Everec or not? You'd remember if you fought him.
Don't think I did.
Okay. There's a bit of some dialogue options where you end up fighting him, and he's really tricky, but it's a fun fight.
Okay.
But next time.
Next time, yeah. We already established that I will be playing this through again. So let's have a look. Can I remember any of my buttons? No! Let's have a look at what I am supposed to do and get Josie's opinion on which one to do next. So
I know exactly which one you're going to do next.
Okay, so we've got Dead Man's Party.
Yes.
Which is the one we're apparently going to do next, which is going to a crypt. And that is Hearts of Stone as well, which is go to the auction house in Oxenfurt, which is Josie's favourite place.
It's not my favourite place. It's just where I might like to live if I was in the Witcher world.
So that is something I will say as a question. Josie would live in Oxenfurt. I obviously would live in Skellige and spend my time forcing horses to the top of mountains. Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, one of the places I would live you've not been to yet.
Okay. Oh, is that Toussaint?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, now the magic from the book makes me too suspicious of Toussaint. I don't like being, made to have a happy ending. I quite like my miserable endings. As a Mass Effect fan. Right. So, Crypt.
Yes.
Oh, it has been a long time since I played this. Oh, yes, there she is. I have a maneless horse at the moment. I'm sure I won't be the only person who's encountered this bug. She's also a little bit stuck. She got caught behind a door, which is not her fault. She's just a little tense. And maneless.
And as you can see, not the original Roach.
Not the original Roach, no. But if you have read the books, Roach is never always the original Roach. In fact, hasn't been since, his second week out in the world. Geralt changes horse frequently and always calls them Roach. So I don't feel bad that it's not the original Roach, but Josie, being a
Loyal
Epona.
to my pets.
being an Epona fan, feels that I shouldn't have ditched the original
Well,
Roach.
let's be fair, you didn't know that you'd be ditching
No,
it.
I didn't. I just won a race.
So what endings did you get, Fliss,
Um,
of the main game?
From the main game, I let my adopted daughter see her horrible, horrible father.
Much to my surprise, because Fliss hates her.
I hate him so much. But in fairness, Josie did kind of make me feel like I should give her the choice, and I am the kind of person that thinks everyone should have a choice. And I think it was right to let Ciri decide whether she wanted him in her life or not, rather than have it chosen by me. I will get stuck on everything here. Oh, I'm in a vineyard. Oh no. Okay, this is going to take a while. Let's just nip to the end of the row and cut up. Okay. Yeah, and so she went to see her father and told him to screw off, and then at the end of the game turned around and told me that she was going to go and live with him instead, which sucked. But she came back from her journey through the portal, and they had a lovely little hunt together, and then she abandoned Geralt, like everybody does in the end. Yeah.
You definitely press record.
Yeah, cool. I know, this could be really awful if I hadn't.
And who was your love interest, Fliss?
It was Triss, because I played the second one before I played anything else or read anything else. And in the second one, Triss is one of only 2 people who believe in you and who helps you, and obviously she's with you the whole game, and I gave up everything to save her. And then it turned out she'd been lying to me the whole entire time, so I was not happy at the end of the second game about that.
But you still love her.
Well, the choice is her or Yennefer, and yeah, I have issues with Yennefer. When I started playing the third game, it annoyed me instantly that I was desperately searching for this woman because I needed to know she was safe, and it turned out that she'd been camped out with my enemy and just hadn't bothered to tell me. So she kind of pissed me off straight off the bat. And we're going the scenic route, by the way. This is not my usual.
Sorry, we've had time to chat.
I usually cut straight across things. Yeah, so Yennefer kind of annoyed me straight away, and then in the books, I had to be Elsa for a moment and just say, you can't eternally bond yourself to someone you just met that day, because that was a stupid thing to do, and I didn't like the relationship between them. So I chose Triss, and that was... Well, you did predict that I'd choose Triss.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm not Team Triss. I like Triss, but I am definitely Geralt and Yennefer. I ship them heavily.
Josie likes suffering in a relationship. Yeah. So Geralt is off to live in Corvair very happily in a mansion with a girl who can, pull down her own wage and actually pay for him to not have to do very much for the rest of his life. Thank you very much. So my Geralt became a trophy husband. With no adopted daughter because she went off to be an emperor, which apparently is a popular ending. But I felt kind of let down that she didn't just say, no, I want to be a witcher, screw you. I'm also really annoyed that Nilfgaard won the war, which I'm assuming happens no matter what happens in your storyline. Because personally I don't think we should ever give in to oppressors, even if they build roads and things. But yeah. Mostly I spent a lot of this game feeling betrayed by people I thought were my friends constantly. Which was fairly interesting because it was a lot of me. I get too involved with the characters, and so there was a lot of me bonding to a character and then being devastated when they used me. It hurt. Okay, let's go meet this guy.
Right. Talked enough about the other game, now we can get on with this one.
Exciting times.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The Hambies don't got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
Popular opinion.
So, think learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they're brains, because they've not got beauty.
As a Ravenclaw, I find that offensive.
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
Well, this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, with you. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
Oh, I'm very much a loyalist, so this will be a no from Geralt. Although he does like a
There's no
redhead.
denying her beauty, but she's not my type.
Talking out your ass, mate. Passing
So many
quite
people
the
will be
catch.
disappointed with you now.
Looked at me like she does you. I'd not dally long thinking.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
I don't like the Nilfgaardians.
Serving the Redanian cause
I
now?
don't like the Redanians. I hate
serve
the Kedwenis.
individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental.
And I'm no longer a fan of the
I help
Temerians.
Nilfgaardians as well, were I in a position to. Kedwenis.
Is there anyone you like in this game?
I've become Geralt. I loathe and despise all.
You know me.
And will stay far out of politics. Oh, let's hear a backstory.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice.
I do love the hairstyle.
Shortly thereafter, war broke out.
I could definitely
and
see you as a
cross-banged into the
Shani
Redanian
cosplay.
Medical Corps.
Mm.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The chaos continues. I'm still very much needed.
Probably be easier than Triss as well.
Though I can't complain. At least I live at home now, and I treat the ill, as is my calling. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Oh, this is going to take a long time.
Where do I start? Alright. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gaunter O'Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Could be a mage, a demon, or a djinn.
You don't know?
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Good question.
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
I wonder if she's so popular because she's not as unrealistic as the other two. Like,
She's kind of girl next door.
yeah, she's got that very, almost very realistic. I don't want to say homely because she is very pretty, but yeah, she's not like the violet eyes and raven hair kind of girl. She's just, you know, a very pretty girl. Now I will do a playthrough as Jackass Geralt. I find it very difficult not to be a jackass when I play games. As we found out when I first played this, and I ended up in a bar fight that basically meant that I couldn't progress much further without great difficulty within the first 2 minutes. So we're going to be nice.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett? In my 3rd year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous Redanian Dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everek. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
Cool. On we go. I was thinking that we should mention the outfit because I wear the cat outfit, which when we first discussed it, we both kind of hated.
Well, the cats are known to not be very nice.
Well, the animals, certainly.
What?
No. Let's not start that argument. Yeah, the cat school of witches tends not to be the friendliest of fellows. And when you first get this armour, it looks... you kind of put it on and go, oh yeah, this guy's a jackass.
Faster.
But I found once it got, you know, sleeves, I actually quite like it, and I enjoy being able to sprint, as opposed to wearing the Ursine armour, which was one of my other favourites, which is very difficult to move quickly in. Although I did put it on when I went through the Cold World in the voyage through the different dimensions. My Geralt doesn't mind getting changed in the middle of a ice-cold field, apparently.
What abilities do you have?
Most of my abilities have gone into Igni, and I've forgotten. I think Ard, but a lot. Oh, it's mostly in my signs. Not really Quen. Josie's a big fan of Quen.
I am.
So she's more defensive, and I'm more offensive. Generally, as a person. Yeah, but you wear Griffin armor, do you?
Griffin or wolf. I tend
Wolf.
to go for medium. But when I did a Jackass Geralt playthrough, I was cat.
I'm stuck in a flower pot. There we go.
Do you have the special light armor character point?
I don't think I do. I have very few of the character points. We'll have a look once I get a little bit closer to where we're going. As you can see, I am not following the... Put it away. I am not following the dotted line. I am a cross-country person, and this is how I end up on top of mountains with my horse. And also, fall damage is a big issue. when you play like I do. Oh, new markers. That's what I do like about this game, is that like even this far in, I've played through most of it, and I'm still finding new markers. There's still stuff to do, which is always good. And you've played it through quite a few times, haven't you?
I want to say 6. I think it's 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you still find little bits that you didn't know.
Another point of why my slow route is so slow, because I just spent forever. For example, I wouldn't have come straight here. I would have gone to the map and I would have checked along the route, and I would have hopped into any, as you can see I've done most of them anyway, any question marks or anything on my route I tend to stop at and go through. So lots of my map is quite complete, just because that's how I spend a lot of my time. I need to hit these at some point.
Probably will as we progress, but go to your character a minute.
Not so fast.
Okay, let's have a look.
And go to the gold ones.
Would help if I remembered where the cursor was.
And then it's, I think, in the top row, along that next one, that one.
Ah, yeah.
So that's special light armor.
Oh, yeah, that's good. And I do have a point, so... But will I have to put it in the active slots?
Yeah, you'll have to change it for something.
Okay, well, let's acquire it. And then see what we want to change out.
Not that one.
That one's just the best. I quite like having a lot of room in my inventory.
Yeah, it doesn't help you in battle though, really, does it?
No, that's true. That one does. Okay, let's stitch out the inventory. I probably won't be looting that much now that I'm this far through the game. I would say I have looted pretty much everything going.
Oh, but now you're over.
I'm already overburdened, so let's undo that and maybe do that later when I've sold some stuff. Yeah, so if my Geralt isn't carrying at least 6 swords, I consider it a waste of inventory space.
Although there is a decoction you can use that also increases your inventory space.
Yeah.
But you're not a fan of the decoctions.
I haven't really used any decoctions at all.
See, I didn't in my first playthrough, but now I always do. But then I only play on Death March now, so I need them more.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the academy. Speaking of which,
Oh.
would you go with me?
How jealous do you reckon my girlfriend is?
See, if it was Yennefer, she's kind of used to going off and doing this kind of thing. But it doesn't matter.
I feel like the Geralt I've been playing is quite gallant and would escort her to a wedding.
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Right, I can add the sensor to
Let's
my
go.
pile of useless crap. Along with my other useless artifacts, such as my lantern and the voice box thing that you get quite early on in the game.
Xenobox.
Yeah, still got that. I've still got the werewolf meat. I've still got the Potest Acquisitor. I've still got all of the masks, lots of jade creatures, keys for everything. I have everything.
You gave him the paint, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
I gave him the paint, but you get more paint, yeah. I have talismans, snakes, I have masks.
Oh, the broken mask.
It's broken now. I also have glamour, in case he needs to quickly look good. I keep the strangest stuff. But yeah, let's put that, I'm assuming put that in a slot. Oh, and my horn. I love my horn.
Oh, that can be useful.
The Hornwell horn I do love. And the magic lamp I keep with me. I'm going to say that we're probably not going to run into sirens here. I spent a long time in the Isles of Skellige just getting everything. It is my home at heart when I'm Geralt.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries.
I kind of want to go and explore, but I feel like there's really nothing much out there.
And what will happen if you jump over the side?
Oh, I will die.
Yes, you will die.
Now I want to do it even more.
Well, save it and try it if you want to.
That looks just a little too creepy for me.
Shockingly, that's exactly what Yen and all the other sorcerers say.
I like that idea.
Apart
If there's
from
any trouble, just yell.
Philippa and Kira, who will happily follow you into any mess and then stab you in the back and leave you there. Which is the known route for sorceresses.
No, Kira, you got out of the cave with Kira. It was then after that she stabbed you in the back.
Yeah. Just when you thought things were going well.
I love when you first played. It's a sorceress who I like.
I was still not over Triss betraying me in the second game, and when I met Kira, I was on guard. I was very much on guard. I didn't want to be nice to her because she was a sorceress, and I decided to hate all sorceresses. And then Josie talked me into being nice to her, and then she betrayed me, and I was very hurt. And I blame Josie entirely for that.
Well, yes, but you didn't kill her.
I didn't.
Or did you?
No, well, the first time we got into a fight that I couldn't get out of.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to another load because I didn't actually want to kill her. I'm just checking what I've got potions-wise before I head off into dark places. I think those are the ones I want.
Do you want any tips?
That's fine.
I guess you can guess though.
Them.
I mean, what you're going to need in Equipped, do you think?
Well, I'm going to be fighting wraiths, so, you know. Let's put some Spectre Oil on. I don't know how high up my Spectre Oil is. Somewhere. I get into the hang of it when I play often enough. I remember which potion is which, and I get really quick at finding them. But I haven't played it in a while because I was waiting to do this. Right, let's go.